So first, good evening to all. I'm very happy to be with you tonight. I'll do my best to make the most out of this time. So welcome to each of you and get ready. So the night will be shared in two parts for everybody to know. This very first part will be for us to discover in a limited time the 7 nominees on stage. So they will be called one by one, and then they will have 3 minutes to reply to 5 questions, maximum 5 questions. If they don't have time to go through the 5 questions, it doesn't matter, okay? The time is the most important thing, okay? So we will start with you, Victor. So I will ask you to come in front, please. Yes, please take that. Just a short introduction of Victor before you start. I'll do it for you. So you are an attorney at law. You're working in a law firm called Keller Carr in Geneva. You have a very strong focus, of course, on business law, and you constantly try, actually, to bring entrepreneurial spirit to everything you do during your law business. What you really enjoy when you work is like finding solutions and added value to each of your clients and to drive them to success. And you like sharing their risk so that they can thrive as much as they can. And what you like bringing also to your work is the human aspect, actually, and the importance of the relationship is for you paramount. You, of course, you believe in legal skills, for sure. This is why you're here. But then you also have a vision. You believe in vision, strategy, and communication. In other words, soft skills, as the work you perform is very key. You combine, actually, your law passion or legal passion with sports and philanthropy already. You're on board on various Swiss charitable foundations. And you also, and that's why one of the reasons also why you're here is that you are an ESG coordinator at your company, and you're an active member of several work-related and sports associations. So welcome, Victor. So now you will have that. You will be able to reply. So on the screen, just here, actually, and I will also read it, okay, for you. You will have the questions, okay? Question number 1. Let me maybe switch on. Okay. Alors. Okay. I'm a bit short-sighted, so okay. Okay. So, first question for you, Victor. And now, so how Keller Carr and yourself are close to startups ecosystem?
So, good evening, everyone. I'm buying some time already. Well, at Keller Carr, we tried sort of to have an entrepreneurial view in everything we do. And as you know, a startup never has any money. So when you don't have money, the last thing you're going to do is call a big law firm, because we are all known as being very expensive. And the idea is that we thought, how can we help startuppers? How can we give them a tailor-made service without, killing them financially? So we sort of try to find a disruptive system. I don't think that I have time to tell you that now, but maybe in the next session. But we created a startup desk, and that's how we're very close to the startup ecosystem.
Thank you. Second question. In what ways do you believe your passions enhance your effectiveness as a lawyer and as a leader within your firm?
Well, I think it's very important to have passion, and I'm not a single passion man. I like to do various things, and as you said, I like sports, but I also like to do some charitable work, and to sort of resource myself in other areas outside of my work enables me to then come back stronger with a fresh mind and ready to think for the people I work with.
Good. Next one. What means for you entrepreneurship?
Well, that's a broad question, but I think it means, I mean, there are different types of entrepreneurs, but I think it means looking where others don't. So trying to find, how can I say that, a hole in the market. That's one way of being an entrepreneur, but there are some other ways you can be an entrepreneur for me, even if you inherit a family business and you try to bring new aspects to your family business. And that's for me also a way of being an entrepreneur. So, I mean, there's various ways. And time is ticking, but again.
Next one, thank you. Next one, which is an AI question. How do you stay updated on industry trends and legal developments?
Well, within the firm, we have some practice groups in all types of laws, and based on your specialties, we're a big law firm, actually. We're more than 500 people around Switzerland, and we have constantly, a few times a week, a practice group with all our colleagues from around Switzerland, colleagues from Ticino, Zurich, Bern, Lausanne, Basel.
Victor. It's
You're
done
welcome.
now. It's over. Thank you. Congratulations. So, 4 questions. Very good. So, now... Sorry, was the last one.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Séverine, for your quick introduction and covering me up. I must have misread the plan.
It's fine. No
Anyways, I would like to welcome on stage Anna Arsanjak. It's very nice to have you here. You are a very inspiring person when I read your biography. As a founder of and CEO of Vision, you have an AI data consulting company, and you execute large-scale transformations and implement AI and do consulting for a lot of other companies to help them implement this. Notable certifications you have, of course, the Forbes 30 Under 30, congratulations, the Digital Shaper Award for Bilance, and according to Le Temps, you are amongst the 100 most influential personalities of our time, and run the second fastest growing company in Switzerland. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yes, we will move on to your questions.
Fantastic.
You ready?
Yes.
So what do you believe sets your company apart in the AI and data consulting industry?
These transformations that we do sound very technical, but actually the key to succeed them is leading them with a very strong strategy and management consulting skills. And so within our company, we have management consultants focused on the strategy that can help identify which areas for a company should focus to implement AI, where can they gain a competitive advantage, and everything that comes along to succeed the transformation, as well as we have the outstanding engineering skills to be able to develop and implement any sorts of solution. So combining strategy and engineering is what sets us apart today in the market.
Thank you. You already have numerous awards. What do you think has been the key to your personal and professional success at such a young age?
Luck, maybe. I don't know. On one side, I guess, being very ambitious and impatient and wanting to have a global impact gave me sort of the sense of urgency to make things early on in my career. And then the field I am in got a lot of attention. And as we started 5 years ago, I guess it gets more attention that many other fantastic entrepreneurs from other areas that are less mainstream don't get, perhaps. So I would say it's a bit the field I'm in.
Okay, and what does entrepreneurship mean for you?
Entrepreneurship is the ultimate adventure one can undertake. It's filled with challenges, danger, and as well as peaks one can hike and reach. However, there's also plenty of fulfillment. Being able to build a team with a shared culture and values, it's sort of a unique word. Every company, it's its own unique word. Being able to contribute to their professional and personal development, and ultimately making a big impact in the world, making a positive impact. it's creating an exciting future ultimately. So I like this aspect about not having any limits, and it's what pushed me to go into entrepreneurship, because ultimately the only limit is my ability as a leader, as an entrepreneur, to create something that has tremendous value for society and reaches ultimately, hopefully, a global scale.
Thank you. Can you share the story behind founding Visium?
It's not a very glamorous story, but we realized 6-7 years ago that the market was really in need of talents in AI, and that they were really struggling. And so we realized that there was a very, very big demand. At the time, with my co-founder, we were working on a product idea in AI. And once we saw that so many companies were in need of talents, and we had a very good network between the 2 polytechnical schools in Switzerland, we had the idea
I'm sorry, time is off.
to get started.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Alain. So now I have the pleasure to have Pierre. So Pierre be with us. So Pierre, you are an engineer, and you turned entrepreneurship at very young age. You're still very young anyway. But and then you, in terms of entrepreneurship, you decided to reshape the renewable energy landscape. As we'll see later, also Margot. You hold like several degrees, but then from ETH Zurich, but also a master from MIT. You already started several ventures, really always at the intersection between tech and environments. Right now, you are the CEO of Enshift AG, which is also an AI-based climate tech modeling software for real estate, actually, and you offer very innovative financing solutions for that. In your previous venture, because it's not the first one, okay, it was Iris, there you worked on building novel air purification devices. You scale it up internationally, and then like sold it to iRobot for nearly $100 million. You also a board member of different companies, but Deal, for example, Deal in Switzerland, which is a 12 billion decacorn in the fintech space. And you also serve as a board member of Novobit AG, which is a family-owned business. When you don't work, when you don't succeed in all your ventures, actually, you also have a family. You have 2 young kids that we might see later on. And, of course, a wife also. And you live near Zurich. So thank you very much, Pierre, to be with us tonight. And now ready for the question. Sorry, exactly same rules as the others, 3 minutes. Let's go. So first question for you, Pierre, is... how is your AI-based climate tech modeling software revolutionizing the real estate industry?
So we're focused on transforming the real estate industry, transforming the 30% of all carbon emissions, bringing that down to 0% in the next, I say, 10 years. We want to be one of the top 3 leading companies in this transformation space in Europe.
Thank you. Then how do you approach innovation and product development in your various ventures?
I have people that are smarter than me, that have greater ideas, that come with their ideas and let me, with them, debate about them. And that's how we drive innovation, and there's no way around it. I can engineer, I cannot have all the ideas.
Thank you. And for you, what represents sustainability?
Building the world for my kids. So letting them have the same opportunity, the same environment that I had, and their next generation also benefit from that.
And can you share maybe any insights into the future direction of the renewable energy landscape?
If I had the crystal ball, I would give it to you. I think we're underestimating technology. Everything's going to be driven change is going to be driven by technology finally, and then we as humans don't see far enough. So at the end of the day, I believe there's going to be the transformation in time. It's going to come from technology, and we're not ready. We don't know how fast we can be, actually.
Thank you. And last question, in terms of sustainability, which companies or leaders maybe could be source of inspiration for you?
So I work day in, day out with people in all the spaces of sustainability. I've also, my first company was focused on another part of sustainability. It's, easy answer would be like, oh, it's Elon Musk and blah, blah, blah. But I think, again, connecting back to the first question, right? Technology changes, sustainability brings sustainability, and we all have hundreds of ideas which we have to execute on. And so it's all these change makers that are my inspiration, and I love to work with as well.
Thank you, Pierre. Perfect. At 0, my God.
Okay, next person to welcome on stage, Santine Jacquemin. She actually is one of the people where I thought when I read your biography, you really found your calling. So from early travels, from a very early age, you were very interested in the elegance of the quiet luxury, and you started your academic career at EHL because of that, where you chose the luxury brand management elective, and were also actually qualified or selected to be the LVMH brand ambassador, which enabled you to work with prestigious brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Cheval Blanc on numerous very prestigious projects. After that, or during your time at EHL, you also worked at Amman Resorts and Hotel du Cap Eden au Roc, which honed your skills and your interest in the luxury industry. Also, you have very notable certifications from Harvard and Cornell University. On to the questions. What does luxury mean for you?
So for me, I guess luxury would be the attention to detail. Here at DHL, we learned the importance of the guest journey, and luxury would be really paying attention to all the touch points that we have with the guest and making them as personalized as possible to really make the guest feel as if they're the only one there, make really the experience exclusive.
What is your role as an LVMH ambassador?
So I got selected to become an LVMH ambassador, and with that comes responsibilities of representing the brand on campus at EHL. So I'm also in charge of organizing events, conducting markets research, and helping them on projects that they have in their headquarters in Paris.
And what does personal fulfillment mean to you?
So for me, personal fulfillment would be a balance of achieving goals that you've set, but also about being receptive to opportunities that come unexpectedly. So actually, I first experienced personal fulfillment when I was 10 years old. I was on a trip with my family in Asia, and that's where I came across the world of luxury hospitality. And I don't know what it was. I couldn't put words on what I was feeling, but it really made a difference for me. And I don't know how it's as if the staff could predict what I was going to want before I even knew I wanted something. So being able to really feel this unexpected feeling of being fulfilled in that hotel, and then created my passion of hospitality, especially luxury hospitality, to then be able to deliver what I received, that spark that I received.
Thank you. How do you stay updated on emerging trends and best practices in the luxury hospitality sector?
I guess we need to always stay connected to the news, connected to also industry experts. A super recent trend, I guess, in the luxury hospitality world today is quiet luxury, which I'm especially passionate about. And it's really to make that difference between luxury hospitality and quiet luxury. And quiet luxury is very much different. It's not about showing off. It's not about having golden cutleries. It's really about noble materials, being secretive, being private, basically, to only a certain amount of guests. And only those people know that you're part of this quiet luxury world.
Oh yeah, the time is up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Satine, and welcome, Léa. So, Léa, after Saint-Gall University, you became an entrepreneur, but you were only like 23, and then you enter a very particular of course, métier and business, because you are now disrupting the automotive industry. You're disrupting it through car subscriptions, and so you have led actually your company, Carvolution, which is very famous, to remarkable growth. You have, of course, very strong funding teams and investors, but you have raised lately over 50 million in capital. You have already 80 or maybe more now, 80 colleagues in your company, and you operate one of the biggest fleet of cars in Switzerland. You have earned several recognition, including one being named the Female Founder of the Year by the Swiss Economic Forum, and also a Digital Shaper in 2023 by Bilance. Carvolution, recently secured another 200 million ABS financing in order to solidify your position as a leading car subscription service in Switzerland. You have big ambitions also to go, and you want to continue revolutionizing actually these automotive landscapes. So very happy to have you with us, Léa, tonight. So you're ready for the questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so first question for you: why Carvolution is apart? Actually, how is it apart from traditional car ownership?
Well, I don't know who of you has ever owned a car. Most of you, probably. Owning a car with traditional car ownership, whether it's buying or leasing, it's whether expensive, like you need the capital to invest it in the car. And then there's so many things to take care of. Tires, insurance. Then you have a service is needed. You have to go and register the car. I mean, it's endless. I don't even know how it works. At Carvolution, the good thing is it's all included. It's easy. You select a car. And on top of that, because we buy hundreds of cars from different brands, we get down with the prices. That's the first thing I learned at HSG. You buy one, you pay one. You buy 200, you don't pay 200. So this is how we're able to offer this more affordable service, which is much more convenient.
Thank you. Question number 2, how has your education at Saint-Gall contributed to your success?
So I think it's less the things I learned. I had this one moment at HSG which really made me think. It was right before an exam, and you get these big folders where you have these perfect solutions for questions. And I was trying to learn them all by heart, and I was like, I will never get there. It's impossible. I'm screwed. So I spoke to my brother, which happens to be a very smart person, and he said, why don't you throw away the perfect solution and you start thinking? I was like, oh yeah, right, my brain works. And this was really that moment where I was like, I have to trust my capabilities to make sense of things and not try to copy things others give me as the perfect solution. So I learned to trust my own capability. Oh, now I have to hurry up with time,
Thank you.
huh?
It's okay. What means for you entrepreneurship, Léa?
Oh, it's all I know. Like, it's what I've been doing since 7 years. It's what I do every day. I think it's finding something you want to change and then bringing up the energy and the passion to actually change it.
Thank you. And what do you attribute to your success as a leader and entrepreneur in a male-dominated industry?
So I wasn't even aware it was male-dominated at the beginning until people started asking me that question all over. I think I'm in mobility, I'm in innovation, and I'm where you try to give a good product to people at the end. And so I don't think it's male-dominated. I think it doesn't matter for me. And because I see it that way, other people don't give me the feeling that I'm in the wrong place.
Okay. And how do you boost a culture of innovation and collaboration within your team?
Oh, you just have to be yourself, create an atmosphere where everybody can speak their mind. And I do that by being very authentic with the team and everybody around me. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah.
So welcome, Margot, in the hot seat. You are also somebody who is in a more male-dominated area, which is STEM. You're an engineer and a science entrepreneur who has a master's in civil engineering and sustainability from EPFL in Lausanne. So your company integrated geoenergy systems, and you founded Enerdrape in 2021, which is a non-invasive geothermal panel technology that enables heat to be produced in urban areas. You're also on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list with your groundbreaking contributions, and you played big roles in engineering and architectural firms in Switzerland and Canada building energy. Are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
What was the idea behind the creation of Enerdrape?
So actually, it was, I often say that I exchange a PhD for a startup. We were working on an innovative technology on geothermal system at PFL. My co-founders wanted us to continue the research, and I say, no, I think it's okay now. We have to bring this to the market because it's needed. And so not really knowing what was entrepreneurship, I just jumped into the adventure like that.
Okay. How did you identify the potential of urban geothermal resources?
So actually, that's something that is quite well known in our domain, at least. Basically, everything that is under us, that is literally below our feet, every surface that is in contact with the ground, have this potential to harvest geothermal energy. And we just don't do anything about it today because it was too complex, because it was too expensive before. And that's basically how came the invention and why now it's one of the best and disrupting solutions on the market.
What does sustainability mean for you?
For me, sustainability is about resiliency. It's about perennity. I don't know if that's an English word. But yeah, it's about bringing efficient solution that will last to contribute to the development of our society, but while keeping a positive impact on our planet and on the resources.
And what were the key hurdles you faced in the development of Enerdrape?
A lot of them, a lot of try and errors, but I guess that's what you learn to do as an engineer, and which is not very different from entrepreneurship. Key hurdles was to disrupt a very conservative market. People like to do what they have been doing for 50 years, and I think that's something Pierre can agree on. But if you're passionate enough, you just push the boundaries forward and you make it.
Thank you. And what advice would you give to aspiring science entrepreneurs into successful ventures?
Don't think too much, be passionate and just try it. And if it's a great product and if it's the good time, you will make it. I would say that's my advice.
We still have 20 seconds. Should we?
It's okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we can do a question in the audience. Oui, c'est très bien. Et maintenant, accueillons Amélie Wenger-Raymond. Bienvenue, Amélie.
Merci.
Je vais juste faire la bio en anglais. Donc, you grew up in Sion, in Valais. You started skiing when you were very young, and you discovered Telemark Okay, and then even though actually ski was, of course, in your family DNA, the snow sports have taken an increasingly important part of your life over the years. So you discovered telemark when you were 17, and then from 2007 to 2023, you really lived out of your passion for telemark, and you went to World Cups. You have been winning numerous world champion titles. And even though actually sport plays a very, very important role, actually a really important part of your life, you chose also to study. You went to Zurich, to NEXTGEN, and which led you to a master degree in movement sciences. And you specialize in biomechanics in 2013. In 2018 and 21, you took a sabbatical time to give birth to your 2 daughters. And each time you successfully returned to competition, which is really something incredible. And right now, you currently work for the state of Valais. Est-ce que Amélie, vous êtes prête pour les questions? Alors, question numéro 1. Vous êtes l'athlète de la Fédération internationale du ski la plus titrée de tous les temps. Quelles leçons avez-vous tirées de votre carrière sportive?
Alors, ma carrière sportive, ça a été vraiment une très belle expérience pour toute ma vie, enfin que je vais prendre pour toute ma vie. On a vécu des très beaux moments. On a appris à s'entraîner, à s'organiser, à gagner, à perdre, et aussi à beaucoup échanger avec tous les différents athlètes, les entraîneurs et tout l'encadrement.
Merci. Et à quel défi vous avez été confronté en reprenant la compétition après vos années sabbatiques et la naissance de vos filles?
C'était comme à chaque fois un recommencement. On ne sait jamais si ça va fonctionner. Il faut faire confiance à son corps, confiance à ce qu'on a envie de faire et avancer petit à petit. Le corps est bien fait, vraiment. Le point important, c'était de faire confiance en soi et confiance en son corps que ça allait fonctionner et que je retrouverais mes capacités sportives après cette phase de maternité.
Merci. L'épanouissement personnel, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire pour vous?
C'est d'avoir une vision, de savoir où on veut aller, avec surtout le bon équilibre, de toujours réussir à être en balance, à mettre tout dans une balance et pondérer les différents éléments dans sa vie pour pouvoir avancer.
Merci. Et pensez-vous que votre expérience en tant qu'athlète professionnelle a influencé votre leadership dans les fonctions que vous occupez aujourd'hui?
La vie d'athlète, c'est comme avoir sa petite entreprise. On doit s'organiser pour trouver de l'argent, on doit s'organiser pour s'entraîner, pour avoir les relations avec les sponsors, avec la fédération, avec un bon nombre de personnes. Donc c'est vraiment un apprentissage pour la vie. On apprend, et ce qu'on a surtout de la chance, c'est qu'en fait on peut surtout on peut se tromper. C'est finalement, alors oui, ça influence nos performances sportives, mais on a vraiment toujours l'occasion de se racheter. Et du coup, c'est un très bon terrain pour l'apprentissage des expériences futures.
Merci. Et vous avez des compétences d'ingénieur biomédical. Et est-ce que cela améliore ou a amélioré les performances et la prévention que vous pouvez imaginer dans le sport?
Oui, alors mes études, il y en a beaucoup qui m'ont demandé pourquoi je faisais ces études et qu'est-ce qu'elles me servent maintenant. Alors, directement dans mon travail actuel, je ne les utilise pas, mais c'est toutes ces études autour de l'amélioration des performances est très importante, et aussi dans la prévention, parce qu'on a besoin que les gens vivent longtemps, dans beaucoup d'années.
Merci Amélie. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.